Now that working from home is the new normal, the best webcams will ensure that you can always stay connected to friends and colleagues from a distance. These cameras are essential for calling into video conferences on your computer, and are also an essential tool for creating content on Twitch and YouTube. The Razer Kiyo looks nothing like any other webcam I've ever seen. A giant light ring will do that. Despite the shape, it's still the best designed webcam I've ever seen. Every detail looks like it was meticulously thought out. When it's closed, the Kiyo is a stack of 3 discs, the camera and light ring, a hinge with a grip that clutches the front of a monitor, and the rear hinge that squeezes tightly to the back of your monitor. It squeezed snugly to the laptops and desktop monitors I tested it with, and it's just as solid as its chief competitors, the Logitech HD Webcam C920 and C922, both popular webcams among streamers and office users alike. The webcam is in the center of that top disc, surrounded by a thick, white, LED light ring and a dial to adjust how bright it gets. It's noticeable, and far more conspicuous than other webcams. But it also serves a functional purpose. As with all cameras, a webcam's biggest weaknesses appear in low light shots. On the bottom of the lowest disc is a mount for brackets and tripods, for folks who'd rather not clamp it to a monitor. My only issue with the Kiyo's design is the 4.9-foot braided USB 2.0 cable. It isn't detachable, and it's not as long as the ones from some competitors. Razer's own Stargazer has a longer cable that can be detached and easily replaced, and the Logitech C920 has a 6-foot cable, though it's not detachable, either. Oh, and I'd be remiss not to mention Razer's branding. The Razer brand name is right under the camera lens, but the 3-headed snake is tucked away on the back of the first disc. If you're not looking, you may not even notice it. Microsoft's LifeCam Studio looks like a CCTV camera from a dystopian nightmare. Forget the Eye of Sauron, this feels like the Eye of Microsoft, and it's pretty terrifying. Of course, looks aren't everything, and underneath the LifeCam Studio's rather austere surface is a very decent camera. With a maximum resolution of 1080p, the detail and quality of the video it produces is exemplary. The True Color technology included with the device makes subtle changes to lighting and color that help improve the overall quality of your footage, and can be tweaked to produce the best looking video for your environment. There are also some fun video effects and augmented reality objects that can be added to the live video. All of this comes at a price. If you're recording at full 1080p HD resolution with effects turned on, your PC's CPU usage will spike, and if your machine isn't powerful enough to cope, your footage will more closely resemble a slow PowerPoint slideshow than smooth, DVD quality video. It performs perfectly well as a webcam for video chats at lower resolutions, but unless you and your contacts have fast internet connections and no data caps, broadcasting at full HD is out of the question. The LifeCam Studio is much more suited to video blogging. At 5.3 ounces, 2.6 by 2.3 by 1.9 inches, the StreamCam is seriously compact. The frame is squared and comes in either white or graphite plastic. Both models feature a heather gray canvas surrounding the lens and a Logitech logo to the left of the lens. Each side of the camera has a bump that slides it into the mount in either landscape or portrait mode. Unlike its big brother, the Brio 4K Pro, the StreamCam features a sturdy plastic mount, which latches securely to both my MacBook Pro and BenQ XL 2420T monitor. No matter the position, angle or tilt, the cam didn't budge even when I shook my laptop and my desk. The clip portion of the mount can be removed and replaced with a tripod, which comes with the StreamCam Plus, but not the base model. The only major flaw is the cable. It's a 5-foot inline that can't be removed, so if you were hoping to swap it for a shorter or longer cable, you're out of luck. It's also only available in USB Type-C. You can use an adapter to connect it to a USB Type-A 2.0 or 3.0 port, but doing so will cap your FPS to 30 from 60, which eliminates one of the major advantages the StreamCam has over the competition. For such a tiny device, the StreamCam shoots great video. Logitech's capture software was good enough that I didn't need to do any additional tweaking. All the built-in auto-adjust features kept me well lit and in the frame as I moved my head around and waved my fingers across my face. It is in 4K, but the 1080p resolution is really all you need when streaming. Available in black or white, the Mavo is a small cylinder with a lens, a forward-facing microphone, and a removable bottom. With the bottom portion installed, it measures about 2.5 by 2 inches and weighs 4.6 ounces. You'll want to remove the bottom for one of two reasons: to get to the microSD memory card slot, or to add the Mavo Boost, a long cylinder that significantly increases the battery life. The Boost also adds IPX4 weather resistance. Out of the box, you don't want to use the Mavo in the rain. Unfortunately, the Boost doesn't have a price or ship date at this time. The bottom houses the tripod socket. This is not a handheld camera, and you'll get the best results when it's set on a tripod or a flat surface. The micro USB port, which can be used for data transfers to a computer and for charging, is always accessible, even when the bottom is installed. That's a good thing, as I only netted about 45 minutes of use on a fully charged battery. If you want to stream for an extended time period, and don't want to wait until the Boost is available for purchase, you can power it via a wall outlet or a USB battery pack. The exterior is soft rubber. The only control to speak of is the power button on top of the camera. When you turn it on, a ring lights up around it to indicate connection status or battery level. There's a Bluetooth connection to your iPhone, so the Mavo app automatically finds the camera when it's turned on. You can set the Mavo to connect to the same Wi-Fi network as your phone, or have the camera broadcast its own SSID and leverage your phone's data plan for streaming. You can usually get faster results from a Wi-Fi internet connection, and you won't have to worry about eating away your data plan when streaming. And to be clear, the Mavo only works as well as your internet connection. Don't expect good streaming quality if you're in a dead zone. For the best quality, you can simply record footage to a memory card and share it online later. Your on-the-fly zooms and pans are recorded, so you won't have to edit footage. The same goes if you opt to save a stream to the Mavo's memory card. There's a caveat: the quality of the saved stream is affected by what the camera sends to the servers. If you're on a really bad connection, you can replace a stream that's full of stalls, stutters, and stops with one saved locally, but expect the file saved to the memory card to be pixelated. When you put the Brio on top of your monitor or laptop lid, you'll notice its 4 by 1.1 by 1.1 inch black plastic frame and a friendly, oval design centered on the 4K lens. That makes it smaller than the 5.1 inch long Razer Stargazer. Outside of the device's shape, the Brio is pretty plain. There's a Logitech logo printed in gray, and not much else. I'm happy to report that the cable on the Brio is detachable, so you can replace it with the connector of your choosing. The included cable measures 4.9 feet long and has a USB Type-A connector to link to your PC or laptop and a USB Type-C connection to attach to the camera. You can swap out this cable for a USB Type-C cable of your own. Unfortunately, the Brio is a big step down in build quality. Logitech webcams typically have some of the best clips in the business, because they are made of hard plastic that locks them in place against your screen. The Brio's arm is made of a flimsy rubber material. You need to bend the arm to just the right position before placing the attached foot against the back of the display, or else you'll knock it off the next time you move your computer. I understand why Logitech made the change. This arm is detachable and pulls out to reveal a tripod mount. It's a cleaner look than the C930E, which has the tripod mount on the arm. Removing the arm also lets you leave the camera sitting flat on a shelf. But the most noticeable result of the change is just how easy it is to knock this thing over.